Joining a professional organization. Presentation by Opal Mundy. Professional organization. Professional organizations are networks of people who belong in similar fields and industries who support and advocate for related causes. The purpose of these organizations help people connect with one another to promote practice and growth within their careers. Professional educational organizations work to improve student outcomes and successes through collaboration and skill. Educators come together to learn, share ideas, and stay connected to trends and best practices to help enhance the field of education. The benefits of joining a professional organization include the connections built, the growth within your field, and the new discoveries you will make working with other colleagues. Joining a professional organization helps educators create relationships that provide networking opportunities and mentoring relationships. Even on an informal basis, these contacts are often a valuable source of information and solution when you face a challenging situation. GSOL 2017. Belonging within a community that shares the same interests helps guide learning and new discoveries of learning. When people share their knowledge and compare different methods, they collaborate and learn from one another to find the best possible solution. Why should educators join? Or access and growth. Teachers who are lifelong learners benefit from these types of organizations because they have more access to resources, research, and skill building. When teachers have opportunities to practice and investigate outside of their classroom amongst other educators, they gain the skills needed to help best meet and support their students' needs. Teachers should join professional organizations to help them stay up to date on best practices that will help serve their student population. Also, to have a supportive network to help enhance each student's growth and development. An article from the ISTE entitled, "With 3D Technology, Special Education Students Can Focus on Content, Not Access," focuses on building connections. Anderson's article details the benefits 3D printers and digital technologies have on students who need specialized services and supports. In the article, 3D printing allows for visually impaired students to better understand course material by having access to on-the-spot tactile resources with the printer. When students are provided with accessible content and materials, their learning is better supported and encouraged within their LRE. In the article, Anderson also states sharing ideas and resources is essential. When you're plugged into the community, everyone is willing to help. Anderson, 2017. The collaboration and connection amongst educators is important in working to address students' needs. Finding a network where you can share ideas, relatable stories, and knowledge helps educators learn what strategies other educators are using and how they can incorporate their successes. This ISTE technology within the article helps make lessons more accessible for students who have vision impairments and also are beneficial for those who do not. And educators can use the resource of 3D printing to help make learning more hands-on for all students. The ISTE article entitled "Digital Equality Starts with Teachers in Training" focuses on the growth in learning. Fingal describes the problems that surround digital equity issues in the field of education and how educators can use training to help combat those issues to promote equity within their classrooms. When students do not have the access or the know-how to utilize technology properly, they may lack the 21st century skills they need in their future careers. Giving students the opportunities to learn digital literacy and become familiarized with using technology within the classroom helps to combat equity and participation gaps. When educators join professional organizations, they can learn the skills and gain the professional growth needed to keep up with the current practices surrounding digital tools. When educators continue learning about new technologies and how to promote inclusion for resources, they help improve the quality of instruction and practice for their students. Educators can make accommodations for digital equity issues in classes by providing loaner tablets, redesigning lessons to be more collaborative to allow for sharing of devices, or by assigning tasks that can be accomplished on a smartphone. Bingo 2018. Joining professional organizations can help teachers learn new strategies and ways to include digital resources into the curriculum and create strategies to make technology more available for all. These examples are some techniques I can use to serve all of my students and teach digital literacy. The ISTE's podcast entitled What's Behind Justina Nixon Santil's Commitment to Tech-Enabling Learning, STEM for All, focuses on the new discoveries educators can create from professional organizations. Nixon Santil discovers the importance of including STEM opportunities and resources into the classroom setting and providing access to underprivileged students in school districts. She advocates for the integration of technology and STEM to help students problem solve and support their critical thinking skills. Nixon Santil believes that students should be immersed in a curriculum that exposes them to emerging technologies. Nixon Santil, 2215. When educators join a professional organization, they learn new skills and new discoveries from each other, which can help support their students. In the podcast, Nixon Santil brings up the engagement of students utilizing AR, 3D design products, and the creation of their own apps. This was taught to the students through professional developments and organizations learned by educators. Because Nixon Santil was able to find and join professional groups that shared the same passions and interests in STEM, she was able to discover new ways to share her passions of hands-on experimentation with her students. This resource can be used by all educators and for all students to provide more engaging opportunities. With the investment of learning new skills and staying up to date with new technologies, as well as supporting and encouraging your students and professional colleagues, digital resources can be used appropriately and become more accessible. The 2022 ISTE conference was held in New Orleans and discussed topics surrounding technology to help advance and solve educational problems and promote the integration of technology in the classroom. This conference helps educators collaborate and learn from one another to help inspire innovation and learn best practices. This engaging and inspirational event creates professional organizations and helps provide access to different digital resources and knowledge. One event that I found interesting was creating digital escape rooms with Google Apps. This was a presentation held by Amanda Dillis that focused on increasing engagement in the classroom by creating interactive escape rooms, which has been a recent new craze. Amanda shows educators how to create escape room slides using Google Slides and even provides already made templates for teachers. This digital resource gives students opportunities to use critical thinking skills while engaging in play. Students gain access to standards-based learning and digital tools that promote collaboration within the classroom. Another event that took place was implementing AR and VR into your daily sessions. This was held by Nora, and it intrigued my interest. I have not used VR or AR in my current classroom, but am very interested in learning and creating these resources. This presentation showed educators how to use the PowerPoint resource to create augmented and virtual reality games. This exposes students to digital tools and helps them have a personalized learning experience to learning. My overall reflection to joining professional organization is beneficial to educators because it provides them with the resources, skills, tools, and people they can use to collaborate and help students achieve. The ISTE provides many great resources that helps educators integrate technology and hands-on learning into their classroom. Joining a professional organization as an educator will benefit every student, colleague, and family member that you work with, providing them with access, knowledge, and coaching that they can utilize to use digital resources. With the connections, growth, and the new discoveries you will make within the organization, you will create advancement opportunities as well as educational growth.